Today I decided to forgive, not because you ever apologized or acknowledged the pain you caused me, but because my soul deserves peace. My heart didn't feel strong anymore. It started to feel weak. My head wasn't sitting straight no more, so things started to decrease, and times I didn't want to go out the house, so I lay in bed for weeks, spending so much time trying to love others but couldn't even love me. I bent over backwards for ones who pretended to love me and leave, kept coming back to the ones who would push me and shove me out. Always misunderstood, I became the crazy one who needed help. I became the selfish one when I expressed how I felt. I became the liar, the cheater, the abuser. I've been laughed at, I've been talked about, I've been called weird or a loser. My mom always told me you can't always trust an accuser. I got an attitude but stayed with a smile on my face. I just always try to be a good person. I can't take my past and pretend it didn't affect what people thought of me but could never say to my face. Steady holding on because I believed in fate. And females out here trying to see if my relationship is strong, and every female that came to test it, he messed with, and I felt replaced, or was it God just testing me? I had to learn to let go, I had to learn a lesson, but in the end, it just became a blessing. I then realized it wasn't my relationship that was weak. It was my partner who had me stressing week after week, steady fighting over questions he just couldn't seem to answer, blaming me for his wrongs while I waited for him to call, but he was busy with some dancing, just like my dad went there for my mom when she had got cancer. And it's hard to trust men and not feel like you're running out of chances. They talk about women using men for money. I've had front row seats. These dudes out here living off of female leftovers until they find something new to eat. What women do to men, men do to women who weak. And back then, that used to be me. We all live in a world full of broken hearts and sinners. I don't know how many times I had to let go but didn't have time to forgive him. And I'm not about to sit up and play victim. I stayed up and ended up a single mother of 2 children. Hard to trust, friends. It's such a big world. It's hard to trust every man or every girl, and it's hard to forgive and forget. Love is so powerful, you can feel the pains in your chest. You'll go without eating. Why men so deceiving, wondering what you did wrong for him to be cheating? Why was it so hard to just up and leave him? I wanted him to change, and I wanted to believe him. Never ignore a gut feeling because it's usually the truth. Never ignore how he treats his mama because that's how he's going to treat you too. And if he cheating on her, he going to end up cheating on you. God sent me so many signs I ignored, but I already knew. Play victim when I just needed the strength to leave. Pretended to be somebody that I knew wasn't me, all because I wanted the kind of love that never leaves, and so many times I had to remind myself to breathe. So many nights I prayed on my knees, catching the tears running down my cheeks, begging to a God I never got to see, but somehow he could see me, missing out on a woman I never got to be. So know your worth, break that curse, fuck him and put you first, because where he gonna be when you carried off in a hearse? Where was he when you were at your worst? A broken heart will kill you as long as you let it burst. You have to heal on your own. Worst pain is feeling alone. In a world full of present, just like life is just one big, huge lesson. You got to be humble. You got to stay strong. You got to be sick and tired of stressing. You got to get up and leave. Let it be known your heart is not to be messed with.